Hello there, everybody. My name is AB, and this is my Dirty Laundry Diary. It's the first episode of 2026, which is very exciting. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. This past week for me was actually quite difficult. My grandfather was sick, and he's doing better, but now my grandmother is quite sick, even worse off than he was. So that's a bit of a bummer, but also mentally, I have not been doing super great this week. Not necessarily depressed, but sad. Like a longing for something that I don't have or I don't know of. Not longing for a life, but a lot of the time I feel like because of me leaving college and then relocating into a really small town, I know what I did was necessary, but it doesn't feel right to be here anymore. Not in life, God, no. But in this town anymore, and I feel like I'm missing out on experiences that I just don't have the same access or opportunity to living where I do. So that's really been on my mind. But overall, it wasn't a horrendous week. I hope yours was great, and if not, I'm really sorry, but you got through it, and I'm really proud of you. This week's episode is titled Building a Lego Kit from Someone You No Longer Talk to. Why? Because that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to talk, and I'm going to build a Lego kit that was given to me by someone I no longer talk to. The Lego kit in question was given to me 3 birthdays ago, I think, and I have never built it. It's a small one, only 191 pieces. It's 40524 sunflowers, in case you want to look it up. I don't know if this one is still made. I don't know anything about it. Just know that this person I used to be friends with bought it for me. And the reason we are no longer friends, I mean, we never had a fight saying we're no longer friends, but we drifted apart quite a bit. And now we just don't talk. Like the last time I reached out to her, I never got a response, but we're also at 2 very different stages in our life. She is now a stay-at-home mom of 2. We're just so completely different now, and it's natural for people to drift apart. I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to have her in my life, and there's a part of my life that knows what it's like to have her in it. Very, very grateful for that. I don't know, just sometimes I think about the fleetingness of life, if that makes sense, or how temporary things can be. And I try to remind myself of that when I feel like how I've been feeling this week of it may not feel as temporary now because I've been living in this apartment for so long and doing life this way for so long, but it's not, nothing is permanent. This is not permanent. And I mean, although I don't have $1 million, I can change it at any time. The reason I bring up $1 million is because finances play a huge role in trying to move, especially if you want to move to somewhere that's more populated, because it's more expensive. Not the point. Ditto, my cat is in my lap and he's not laying down, and I need him to lay down for me to continue. And so I'm gonna build these little sunflowers and word vomit whatever is in my brain, because I really struggled this past week. A couple of the nights I cried myself to sleep because I was so sad and lonely. And I have great friends and family members that I love, But I guess you could say it's sort of a romantic sort of lonely. But I also, I live alone. And I used to have roommates before I left school. And there's this quiet luxury when you have a roommate that you really get along with, where you can just kind of sit in silence together. Or sometimes when I'm really, really sick or I don't feel good, I think of how, if someone was here, I could call them and they could make me soup. Or I guess I miss being able to be so intertwined with someone and share so much with them. Like when my second year of college, when I lived with two of my favorite people on the planet, on Sundays we would do pancakes for breakfast, and we'd just sit and eat pancakes. I miss that sense of community. And again, I have great friends and I have loved ones. I don't feel as though I'm unloved. Buddy, leave the mic alone. Leave the mic alone. But most of my friends have their own families, or how do I put this? One of my very, very near and dear friends that I love, who I called in emergencies or call when I'm freaking out. If I'm having really bad anxiety, I text her in the morning, and that's the kind of friendship we have, and I'm so grateful for it. She's got two boys and a fiance, and they are so happy, and I'm so happy for her, but I also feel I can't relate to being a mother of two. I mean, I have cats. It's as close as I can get. And I've never had a long-term relationship. And she has this beautiful family that she gets to go home to and is there. And I feel like there's a sense when you have that sort of family life of having a community, or maybe your own village is what I'm trying to say. And it feels like I have village members, but the village members are at their summer homes, and the summer village. Or I feel like certain nomadic groups, during certain seasons, will move up the mountain or come down the mountain. And I feel like I'm still on top of the mountain and everyone else is I just feel so distant from people, because either most of my friends are much more adultish than I am, but I also, even my friends that are not, having children or are married or bought their first homes or whatever it might be, a lot of them have experiences that I didn't get, because instead of going to college and finishing college and doing life experiences, I was in the hospital, and then I was homeless, and now I've been I've been inhabiting this small town, and it's feeling more and more suffocating and encroaching, and yeah. So, and of course I don't like reaching out and telling people these things, because I don't want people to feel bad for me that I'm alone. But also, if I make it seem like nothing's wrong, nobody knows I'm depressed or sad. And if I'm bubbly and loud and funny, they don't know that I'm vulnerable or needy, or that I carry the weight of a lot of stuff. We gotta open the bags. I should probably just cut them instead of popping them open. I probably should have done this before I hit record. It's ASMR, right? So because this kit is so small, it's not like, the bags are not labeled. I like to build Legos. I have quite a few Legos around my house. Most of them are gifted to me because well, we all know I'm broke. I talk about that. I need, what? 24 of those? Okay, I see. So we gotta put the orange bits with the yellow bits. This is gonna be so much fun. I think it's easier for me to not let anyone know that I'm struggling. Because if I make pretend that I'm fine, then I will be fine. But also nobody can know that I have moments of weakness or that there are cracks, because then they'll take advantage of them. Or use it against me later. Or tell me I'm insane. I think, especially like building this kit from this friend, I used to talk to this friend about being like in my wedding if I ever got married. And this particular friend had a really unfortunate life event happen to her, and she called me when it was happening. And now I don't remember our last conversation or what it was. I haven't seen her since she became a stay-at-home mom. We always talked about doing things and they never happened, and that's fine. But I don't think I helped. It's a two-way street, don't get me wrong. But I also know, like, I went through and still kind of struggle with responding to people via, like, social media and things. And quite frankly, in my earlier 20s, I didn't like processing any emotion or going through anything, so my memory from the time period is very spotty. Which I know that makes sense, and I've talked to my therapist about that. But I think that maybe a part of me was self-sabotaging a lot, and I think I still kind of do to some extent. I need 24 of these. 20. 2, 24. I think growing up and maturing is realizing that you're not always perfect yourself and that you can mess up. I think that I'm now at a point where I can recognize that I wasn't always a good friend. Definitely had my faults. I never did anything like... I had one friend. We'll dive into this. I have never had, like, a boyfriend or a long-term relationship. I have had run-ins with the male species that have ended horribly. One in particular was, like, an on-again, off-again, year-long relationship. But he never, like, made it Facebook official or anything. And never told any of his friends about us. Was awful. Just cheated on me. I know, technically, I thought we were in a relationship. He used the scapegoat of, well, like, I still like labels. And my grandma died 2 years ago. I'm still learning how to process that, which grief follows. That's fine. But he would use that excuse for cheating on me. I was really sad about my grandma dying. There were signs. But he we all worked together, and this one girl that I was very close friends with at the time pretty much made a group chat with a couple other girls that we were friends with from our workplace, just talking shit about me and how like heartbroken I was and how annoying it was, and I needed to just get over him when I broke things off because he used money I gave him to buy another woman an engagement ring. I'm really just exposing myself on the internet right now. And I sorry, it's like talking about it now, I can really laugh and smile about it, but thinking about how heartbroken I was at the time and also like how little self-respect I had for myself, growth, you know? But I remember when I found out about that group chat and I was like, oh, this is what I've been accepting for myself, not only like romantically but friend-wise. And so I haven't talked to that girl since I found out. And, you know, one of my favorite sayings is, I hope all your dreams come true and I never have to hear anything about it. That is my hope for her. I hope your life is great and I don't hear about it ever again. So I had friends like that. And I think it, on top of that relationship and then figuring out life and feeling like I'm a loser, all accumulated to me, even with good friends, even with family members. I struggled with Mr. Sir, stop sniffing the microphone, please. Responding and just being present and working through all of that on top of mourning the life that I thought I was going to have. I don't think I was really present for quite a bit of those formative early 20s. And I think now I've kind of woken up. And I want to be alive. I want to go out and do things. I want to be able to say, oh, I have time today. I'm going to go to the art museum. Or I'm just going to go sit on a bench and watch people, nature, whatever. Or, oh, we all have this evening off. Let's go out to dinner. Let's have a book club dinner night. It's such the freedom of choice, the luxury of it. And now I want that community. I want to be present. I want people to be present. I want people to know me. I don't think I ever really let people know all of me. Please don't copyright me. John Legend? Yeah, please don't. It's a banger song. I just needed to get it out. Do not start playing right here. My cats are crazy today. I think because we all slept in. So now they're like, I need to exude energy. I want someone... I saw a quote. This is, I think, what sparked the spiral. Is watching heated rivalry and being like, oop, never experienced that kind of love. And then, like, reflecting about other things that people usually do in their 20s, early 20s that I didn't do. And then I got on a sad part of social media reels. I don't know how I got there. Apparently the universe knows me better than I do. Or someone's listening. I'm talking to you, Zuck. That was a joke. Just clarifying. They know it's a joke, Abigail. 12, 14, 16. Okay, I need a couple more. 20, 24. It comes with like these little yellow pieces that are like making me think of like scuba diving flippers or swimming flippers. And when I used to competitively swim, we used to do this one exercise with flippers on, and I hated it. I remember when chocolate was invented. Sweet, sweet chocolate. I hated it. But the quote on this Instagram was, and I apologize, I'm not someone that's religious, but this quote, it says God in it. So if you don't believe in the Christian God, whatever, if anything, you believe in. But not the point, Abigail. It was, and this is me paraphrasing, do you really think that God created you with a heart like that and not someone out there to love it? And I was like, ooh, I did not need that on a random Thursday. And like for New Year's, I was supposed to go to my first ever like adult New Year's Eve party, and due to the weather, it was canceled naturally for Western New York, and we did end up getting quite a bit of snow. And it's totally fine. I totally get it. I completely understand. And I don't know. I just felt so alone. And I know I've talked about how, like, for the holidays, my siblings don't usually spend the holidays with me, like the actual day. We do it on a different day. And I'm grateful to have family to spend it with, even if it's not on the exact day. But I feel like I have found my found family members, some of them, but it still doesn't feel complete. There's still more people I need to meet. There's still more things I need to do. Still more phases of my life that I need to go through, and versions of myself I haven't met yet. And I'm excited for that. And I'm almost impatient. Like, I can't remember what movie is it. Is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka, where Veruco's like, I want it now. I think it's Willy Wonka. I want it now. I'm ready. Like, I have no idea how I'll do it, but I'm ready. And like, please, universe, please, just give me something. Give me an acceptance into one of the programs I applied for, so I have a reason to move. Can I afford to? Not really. Do I know how to? I mean, I'll figure it out. Oh. I pushed too hard, and then like all of the things I had attached just came off, so I have to reattach a bunch of them. And see, there's the metaphor. If you push too hard, other things will become miscombobulated. You gotta be gentle and patient. Sorry, I just annoyed myself with that. But that's the thing, and like, ain't nothing gonna happen without me making it happen. Like, I have to get my behind, get my rear in gear. I gotta do all the things, and I know that. I understand it. But I'm also so frustrated by it. Why are you not attaching? This like one is just not like clicking in on the thing. Oh well. Whatever. I I don't know if any of what I'm saying is making sense. It feels good to say it though, so we're just gonna, again, this episode is, I don't have a script. I have like a rough idea of things I want to say, which I've said most of them already. But because I struggle with like saying things out loud and letting people know that there's stuff going on in my brain and reaching out, when I was like trying to actually write for this episode, nothing came out. And I was like, you know what? We're going to build a Lego while we do this. Because I'm going to get like so relaxed from the Lego building and also low-key distracted by the Lego building that I won't care what I'm saying. I'll just start like word vomiting. And it'll all just like blah, 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 come out. Click. I feel like I'm supposed to space these out more now that I'm looking at it. Unless I counted wrong. Which is very possible. It's looking like I did, indeed. Because I have more orange than yellow. No, more yellow than orange. How many? Because this is supposed to be 24 of them, right? Jeez Louise. Let's see. How many do I... Oh, one just fell off. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I did count wrong. And the universe was shocked that I did. And it's effective. It's working. But I'm also I think maybe distracted as well as maintaining this clearly because I counted wrong. Let's see here. This is the last petal for like the main part of it, if we can call this that. Oh, he's cute. It's already cute and I just started. Okay. Oh, what in the heck is that? Looks like a pirate wheel. Okay. Brown, green, and then you put... Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm seeing what's being sung. So, yeah. And there's no, like, right or wrong way to live your life. I'm not saying that I should be going out to the club every day or whatever. And there are some lessons that people learn in life that I think I'm okay without having to go through the experience to learn that. I think I'll just mind my own. But I want to be able to just do something. Or go to a club and meet a boy or other person and dance with them and not care. I want to see a beautiful human on the street and be like, holy, you're beautiful, and I got to see that today. Or the luxury of being able to stay at home and just listen to cars go by and people chatting. I want to be somewhere where there's stuff going on. I get that, like, settling in a quiet town like this is nice and serves a purpose for certain people in different stages of life, but it does not feel right anymore. It feels, quite frankly, exhausting. And it makes me sad. I do sometimes feel like, I have, like, no relationship and I don't own a house and I have no kids, blah, 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 blah. I don't even have a college degree. And that doesn't happen as often as it used to. I will say, though, sometimes I do get really, like, romantically lonely. And that is booty. If this little doohickey, the picture booklet, would stay down, that would be fantastic. What did I just knock over? What just fell? No. Oh, and Fairy has it. Now she's running away with it. Ditto, I need you to let me up, buddy. Brief pause. Okay, I'm back. Lego piece has been rescued. And when I stood up, my leg was completely asleep and I did not realize it. So I almost ate it, quite frankly, when I stood up. Okay. So now we gotta attach these. Oh, okay, these snap on much better than the other ones. So yeah. I guess I also just, and I was talking to my friend, who is one of the college roommates that I love dearly, and also the friend that I mentioned in last episode that wrote a book. I was talking to her the other day about, I feel good about this year, which is the first time that I have felt good about a year since, I don't know, college probably? Like, the last time I felt the way that I do right now was when I went off to college. Like, this almost, like, giddy sort of childlike excitement, which is very important to have, in my opinion. In a world where it's profited off of making you cynical and angry and mean, keep that childlike wonder. Keep your whimsy. That stuff is sacred and so important to, like, mental health, to have the fun and to, I've been seeing a lot of, like, analog hobbies. Do that thing, whatever it may be. Go to the thrift store and buy a bunch of movies on DVD and have an analog DVD collection and do, like, a phone cleanse. Hell yeah. Do those things. Those things are really important to do. Ooh. Put the pedals too close together. And I don't know. There's just this feeling in my stomach where I'm like, something good. Some good stuff's gonna happen this year. And again, I haven't felt like that in a very long time. So it's a bit nerve-wracking to feel that way. Scary. But I'm also like, yeah. And I deserve to be excited. I don't have to do anything to be happy. Like, it's not like, I saw it on Instagram all the time. You do not have to crawl on your knees and beg for forgiveness. I can just have a good year. I can just be excited about things. I don't have to do certain things in particular to earn the right to feel that way, even though it feels very much like that in my brain. Well, I have to do all these things and I have to bleed myself dry, and no. Just because that's how I was raised. Like, especially with my mother, she essentially became a single mother to 6 children, 2 of which were not hers biologically, because my dad liked drugs more than he liked his family, and was removed from the home by CPS. And I felt like watching her struggle all the time growing up. Oh, that's how life is. That's what you have to do to earn happiness. What? No. Life is coming from you, not at you. If I want to be happy, I have to figure out what makes me happy and go after that. And do that. And I'm ready to do it. I'm like, finally, like, yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's go. Let's do the thing. Let's figure it out. Let's apply for programs and do cool stuff. And yeah. And so I've been doing it. And I've been... Now, wait a minute. I'm missing a bag. No, I'm not missing a bag. I found the bag. I'm missing a piece that should be in the bag. Huh? Where is that bad boy? Because I'm not seeing a... Oh. I found her. We're good. Is that gray or black? That's black. Okay, I see the piece I need. We're good. Deep breath. We're good. Are we sure this is the right piece? Yeah. 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 We'll find out when it don't freaking connect. And I want to meet people. And I want to do stupid stuff. I already have done stupid stuff. Trust me. But I want to just have the freedom to live. And to just have fun. And to experience life. Because I've got lots of life experience. And I think really the most incredible thing is that I'm still cooking. Like, I've gone through a lot. Some things I won't say here on the internet, but like, trigger warning of domestic violence. One of my earliest memories is of my dad trying to kill my mom. That's not normal. That's not a cool thing to cook with. You know? And I get that. Not trying to be dismissive or make light of it. But if I got through that, I can get through anything. Was I supposed to make 2 of these? Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Am I supposed to have 2? I'm supposed to have 2 flower heads? I was supposed to... I was supposed to do all of the petals on both different things at one time. Okay, yeah, it does say ×2 on that front page, doesn't it? Okay, bear with me. We're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. I have to put all those petals together again. If it isn't my own doing, what is that? If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. See? And like, I said that I messed up. I just did. Now I'm flying little pieces. Okay. But, like, yeah, I got to build Legos today. And I got to talk to you guys. And I'm so happy about that. But I'm also lonely. I want to do more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, I dropped it, 22, oh my goodness, I have really fat fingers, 24, beautiful. Oh, now I need the stupid yellow petals again. And both can be true. And like, I'm not saying that I want... My purpose for today was to just build a Lego kit. And that's... I will happily accept that. But I just have this feeling in me that I'm meant to be doing something more. Something bigger, if that makes sense. Not necessarily like... Maybe something that'll reach more people, or something that's... I just have this innate feeling in me, I guess. I don't think that's the right wording for it. But I just have this feeling in me that I'm supposed to be doing more, and it's about time I get into it. But I don't know what it is. I hope that makes sense. And I think I'm really ready for it. I think I'm like a snake ready to shed its skin. I'm ready. And that's cool, 'cause last year I wasn't. And I had an opportunity to go to a university and I didn't go. And I was really sad with myself about it and upset, and I did kind of beat myself up a bit for not going. And yeah, I could have gone, but it could have ended up, if I'd gone when I wasn't ready, really bad. And now I have this knowing that I am ready, that I'm meant to be doing something else. And really, I love theater. And that's what I should have gone to school for the first time around as, and I didn't, because, well, theater is, the arts are not something that is the smart choice to do. I don't know. That's my impression of my mother, which is ironic because she went to school for illustration and then she became really sick, and then again, life kind of threw her another curveball after another, and she couldn't draw anymore, so she went back for psychology. And like, even when I have a really good feeling about one particular program I applied to, and it's moving quite a few hours away, and she told me that I should just take the night class version so then I can keep working in the field that I work in now, because that's the smart choice. Sure, and I get it. I get where she's coming from with that, but I've been making the quote-unquote smart choice for a while now, and it's not the right one for me. I need to take a risk. I need to make a stupid decision. And life is great because you can start over again and again and again and reinvent yourself again and again and again. Because there's no right or wrong way to do it. And it's your life. You're the only one that's living it as you. So you might as well do whatever you want in it. Within reason. Don't go, harming people, or yourself. So yeah, there are smart, quote unquote, logical, quote unquote, ways to go about making a big change. But if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it ever. And if I got to do it in a bit of a silly way, let it be silly. I don't have to. I'm not deserving or worthy of life because I work in a certain field or am a certain way. I want the luxury of being able to do theater. And I want to be able to wake up in the morning and look at my cats and know that we're fine and know that I'm happy. Because I'm not happy. And happy's not a constant. I know that. I'm bipolar. Nothing is a constant. But I wake up every day and I know that I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing. It's just the feeling. I think I've said this on here, and I know I've said it to my therapist. I feel like Mr. Incredible when he's selling insurance. And that's not how life's meant to be lived. I know that. I don't know much else, but I know that. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a big risk and do something silly and be 24. And I want to do more plays. I want to say yes and do something on a whim. I feel like I'm Walter Mitty, if anyone's seen that movie, when he's realizing it's not all about the photo. Sometimes it's about being in the experience. I want to live life more like that. And I guess I don't really know how to. Nobody knows how to live life. But I think this past week was me really coming to terms with that and knowing I need to get my stuff together. Be smarter about, money. Be kinder to myself. and really put the pen to paper. Well, I am supposed to have this one on there, but I just put them on incorrectly spaced. That was me counting because I did the wrong amount of petals again. 2 for 2, guys. So yeah, I don't know all of it. I know what I like. I know what I'm called to do. Or what I feel I'm called to do. And that's, hey, some people don't even know that. I'm not incapable of doing things. I think I just really liked the comfort of knowing every day I'm sad. Sometimes it's easier than to risk upheaval. I hope that makes sense. It does in my brain, but my brain is an anomaly, I'm aware. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to keep on cooking to see where I go. I know that I'm gonna do something cool. I don't know what it is. I know that I want to go back to school and I want to go for theater, which I've applied to programs and we'll see about those. I know that I'm meant to be doing something bigger than this and I just don't know what it is. But some people don't even have that feeling or knowledge that they're meant to be doing something else. So really, I already have a one-up in that realm. And yeah, I might be lonely right now. I might be building a Lego kit alone in my one-bedroom apartment while my cats run around me playing, which that's a privilege in and of itself. But while I talk to a microphone and pretend there are people out there listening and responding. And that might, I mean, it doesn't make me sad now talking about it that way, but yeah. And I might come home tomorrow night after work and be sad there's nobody there to tell my day to. Or no big event to look forward to this weekend. But that's okay. I don't think that those are necessary to have a good life. But I know that I know that those are things that I want to have in my life. Where before the thought of allowing people in that is required in order to have meaningful moments and events like that, that thought used to scare me really bad. So, we're growing. Sometimes it feels like we're growing a bit sideways. But we're getting there. We're chugging along. My leg is so asleep, I'm really scared to stand up. I don't know how much longer it's going to take me to build this thing. I thought I overestimated myself. I was like, oh, this will get done in like 30 minutes. It's been almost an hour. It's probably because I forgot to build that other one. It's alright. We aren't going to beat myself up for it anymore. Yes, we will. It's fine. I'm fine. Just a bit silly. Okay, and then we got this piece. And then we got this piece. And then this one gets the other stem that we built. I like how I built the second stem, and that's when it clicked in that I should have been building a second flower bulb. It's fine. I love myself. I'm smart and I'm intelligent and I'm good at what I do. Okay, but we're almost there. We're like, oh, we're cooking. Okay. What is it Caleb Heron said? We're cooking with peanut oil now. Peanut oil now? Peanut oil. Sorry. Okay. What is that piece? I ain't never had a Lego kit with like this in it. This is fun. And then I need the green dudes again. Okay, we're getting there. We're going. I also now realize that I don't have a cute little vase to put this in, which would be nice. But you know what I do have? Many a thrifted mug. Many a thrifted mug that I can use. And if you're leaving... Okay. Usually I play music when I build Lego kits. I actually have one. My one friend that I still talk to got me 2 different Lego kits, and I built one already. And I was actually going to build the second one on that he got me on this episode, but it didn't feel as right or philosophical to be talking about growing up and moving on and things not being the way you expected than to build a Lego kit from someone that I still talk to, when I could build a really tiny one from someone I no longer talk to. And also this tiny one felt much more reasonable for the length of this podcast, because the other one that I was gifted is how many pieces? 723 pieces. And this one is only 191, and it's been an hour. So it's for the best that I did the smaller one, I think. I'm hoping this is more of like an ASMR sort of vibe instead of an annoying one. But really, with me, you know, you get what you get. This one is the longer one. Okay. How many more? Oh, I see. Okay. What's everyone watching? Actually, I'm gonna ask a question to the universe that's listening to me, all the people out there, all 3 of you. Which, thank you to the 3 of you and anyone else that listens to it. What are people watching nowadays? I just been rewatching Heated Rivalry and Ghost Adventures. Fun fact for you, I love Ghost Adventures. 8 and 8, and I'm putting all of them together. Do not. 4. Okay, so we're doing 4 and 4. I'm understanding. Okay. This is actually not that bad. Now I'm getting cocky. Now I feel it. No. I knew what I was doing the entire time. Do you ever get to that point? If anyone out there does Legos, do you guys get to that point where, like, I'm a master at my craft? But yeah, I feel much better now, actually. So thank you for that. It was quite therapeutic. I hope that you feel better listening to this. Maybe you should go out and buy something analog to do, like a Lego kit. Or I know, like, they sell embroidery kits, or what's that one that people do? Is it, embroidery? No. Diamond painting. I know some people do that, too. Did I count wrong? Entirely possible. But yeah, I don't know what's happening. I feel very excited about the future and what it holds, which is crazy because I didn't even, a couple years ago, want to live this long. So that terrifies me, and the knowledge that I have in me, for whatever reason, the strong belief that I'm meant to be doing something more than this terrifies me, and getting accepted into one of the programs I applied for terrifies me. Because that means that I have no reason to not be doing things. And again, there's a lot more comfort in staying in the bleh and accepting less for yourself. It's a lot easier. A lot more palatable. But it's not the thing you're meant to be doing. So I hope that, again, that you enjoyed this and that you go out and you do a new hobby or find something analog to do. Or you do something cool that you know you're meant to be doing. Like, I don't know, you always wanted to run, so you sign up. Oh, I just dropped it and it almost shattered, but I caught it. Okay, we're fine. It's not gonna go in there. Or you sign up for a marathon because you know that you always wanted to do one and you think that, hey, if it keeps coming up in my head, maybe I should do it. Or maybe you know that you're supposed to be a dancer, so you start taking dance classes again. Or you're like me and you slowly are getting back into theater. Or I have one singular piece left over and I don't know why, but that's okay. Or maybe you're gonna conquer the world. Or you're meant to get a promotion. I have no idea what you're meant to be doing. Unfortunately, I am not an all-knowing, powerful being, much to my dismay. But it's gonna be okay. And it's okay to be really sad. Trust me. I feel it all the time. And it's okay to feel like, sometimes I say feel like Tarzan, where you're different from everybody around you and you have a family and you have a lovely life, loving life where you are, but it's still not the right thing and you know it. So you go out and explore and, figure out some stuff and maybe even meet a pretty lady named Jane. I just think, I guess, I know I'm meant to be doing something different, and I used to just kind of palate that and say whatever, but I don't have the luxury of being able to do whatever I want to do. And now I'm at the point where, yeah, I might not have the luxury financially to do whatever I want to do, but I'm going to make it a luxury I can do. So, whatever that looks like, I guess is the next step to figure out. With that being said, I have built 2 sunflowers. They are completed. They do not look entirely right. I think I did the spacing of the petals wrong, so it just kind of looks a little wonky, but that's alright, I can fix it. Thanks for letting me do this. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's the longest episode I've published so far. I hope it inspired you, or made you feel better, or made you realize that, she should never build Legos again, and I'm gonna let her know. All are completely acceptable options. There you go. You're going in a little leftover tin. I think, too, in building this Lego kit from someone I never talked to, it's kind of my way of saying goodbye to her. I think a lot of the time, human relationships are kind of like Venn diagrams, where you overlap a little bit, and sometimes you overlap a lot, and then once the overlap is over, you don't see them again. And I don't think I'll ever see this friend again. And this friend can always call me if they need. But I think maybe our Venn diagrams have overlapped. And the overlap is done. And that's okay. Because I got the gift of having a friend to think about while building a Lego kit from them. And one that I needed to say goodbye to because they were so important at one point that they deserved a send-off. I hope you have a good week next week, this upcoming. Know that you are strong and you are deserving. And do something analog. Alright, I'm gonna go make lunch now. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.